Hi guys, this is Aurobindo Parida. I'm a software developer at Mindfire Solutions, and this is my very first video, so I am happy about that. Let's just see how many videos I can produce. Anyways, well, today's topics will be on Asana. It's a project management tool, and it's really a very cool tool. And I've been using it in my current project, and I found it so useful and so easy to operate that I thought to share it to people so that people may benefit from this. Well, to use Asana, you have to log into that, and there are two methods to log in. First one is to use your own company email ID or any other email ID that you would like to. Or secondly, you can use your Gmail ID. I shall be using my Gmail ID currently. Okay, while it loads, we can actually discuss the pricing. Well, for up to 5 members, it's quite free, and for anything more than that, it will cost $21 per month. So for school projects or for small projects which doesn't require more than 5 members, it's quite easy. It's quite free. Well, this is the main dashboard of the Asana, and the first thing is to create a workspace. I've already created 5 to 6 workspaces. Let's do it once more. Well, in this case, you have to type in a workspace name. Let's just say hotel management system. You can add members to it directly from here, or you can add it later. I choose to add them later. Now I've got we've set up the workspace. We have to add people. It's quite easy. You'll have to actually type in the email ID of that particular member, and then click on invite. Yep. So we've got the workspace, we've got the members that we want, and then the next step would be to create the projects. You can make this project accessible to anyone or make it private. For now, I choose to make it open. I shall create another one. And it's quite subjective to choose the name of the project. In my case, I name them as the member names so that it will be easier for me to distinguish the tasks related to a particular project between the members. For example, I shall be creating some tasks for this A1 Aurobindo projects. For example, let's just say CSS hero task. And in fact, you can actually create sections for those CSS tasks, maybe, and then another section, this will be the CSS, or maybe this should be design section, and this is coding section. In the design section, we've got this one. In the coding section, we can add several tasks. For now, let's just name it task 1. Anyways, then in the second project, we can add, for example, product management section. Then in that, product cycle. Okay, it's just a task. Then our management. Okay, so the reason for which I named this as the member names shall be understood just now. Okay, as this project name is named after this contact, I shall be assigning the project to that one. Yeah, and this one too. You can also assign to me, as I am this user, shall be automatically assigned to this one. Then in this project, I shall be assigning the task to A1 Aurobindo. Yeah, pretty easy. And I mean, it becomes so easy to maintain, quite distinguishable from the name of the project itself. Okay, now that we have got the workspace, we've got the members, we've got the projects and the tasks, let's just discuss some of the task related options. I have assigned it to A1 Aurobindo Parida. I can unassign the task from this user or this member over here. I click on that, I am unassigned. Then there is the due date. You can actually fix a due date for this particular task with the time also, Wednesday 10 AM. Then from this option you can create subtasks for this task. Maybe creation. Two. Anyways, then this tags, you can tag a particular task and it helps in searching and filtering, all those things. Then there is the attachments. You can attach files from your computer, and the files may be the SRS document, an image of a design template or anything like that. And the most important thing is that you can actually attach the file from your computer, local computer, or you can attach it from a Dropbox link, or you can attach it from Google Drive or from Box. Pretty flexible in that manner. Okay, now there is this important option. I call it important. Asana call it zero support for this task, whatever. So by clicking on it, you're making this particular task more important than any other task. Then there are several other options. For example, delete task, delete selected subtask, means this particular subtask. Then make a copy, means making a copy of this particular task being created. Yeah, copy of product cycle. Now there is this print, then merge duplicate task, then full screen. Now this merge duplicate task is, for example, this one is a duplicate of this one as we've just created. So I can actually copy the other one, for example, and then go here, go to this task, then go to this merge duplicate task option, find the particular task. Yeah, this one is the duplicate. I mean, this one is a duplicate of this particular task, and this task is this task, merge task. So the copy product cycle was merged as a duplicate of product cycle. It's merged to this one. Okay, then the next thing is these comments. We can actually type in the relevant messages for this particular task, and for example, how is this task going? oops, then some other buddy who is responsible for this or who is answerable to this questions, I'll provide some kind of answer or something like that. And then, I mean, it's a very organized way of maintaining your messages for a particular task. And one more thing is that when you add comments to this particular to this page, an email is sent to your account, so that's pretty useful. You can actually find all these messages in your email account or the email account of the person who shall be assigned to this task. Okay, now we've got the workspace, we've got members, we've got projects, then we've got tasks, then subtasks, and all those task related options. All these things we've got till now. Now you must have a very clear knowledge of how to maintain or manage your project. There shall be some of the other useful options that you may want to know. For that reason, this one is a team conversation space. You can actually make a conversation of all the team members, writing their own views on a particular task of a particular project or anything like that. Then there is this team calendar which you can use. Well, you should use that to know that. Okay, then there is this my tasks view where you can actually see all the tasks that are related to you. In this case, I shall be seeing, or the user shall be seeing his own tasks. For example, I'm been assigned logged in by this email ID, and as I have created the projects as per the in member names, so I shall be shown this project because I am assigned to this one, as you can see, or management. And but for other, or maybe you shall be using your own way of creating projects, and in that case you may be assigned some of the tasks from this project and some of the tasks from this project. Then in that case, when you click on this my tasks, you shall be shown all those tasks which you are assigned to. Then there is this my inbox. In here you shall be seeing the inbox messages, activities on items and following, and this following I shall be showing in just a moment. Now here you can see there is the follows list. For example, I've been assigned to this one, but I would like to add several persons to follow this one. For example, I'd like A1 to follow this task. Now what does this make? For example, when somebody writes some comments, I shall be getting the emails, but the followers are also getting the emails for this particular task. So for example, your project manager shall be getting the status updates for a major or important task for which he may not be assigned to, but he just wants to know the statuses every now and then. In that case, you can actually make him a follower, and all the emails will go to his email account, and later he can actually see them and get the status of this particular task. Now we've got a little bit of understanding of this Asana. Well, there is some other things I would like to also show. There is this overview of a particular project. Yeah, you can see this. There's this graph, and it's showing that 2 tasks remaining. You can also see it from the graph, and 0 tasks completed. And tasks shall be completed or can be completed by clicking on this particular check mark. For example, I complete this check, this one means this task is completed. Mark check task one complete. You can also undo from it from here, but let's just see what happens to the graph, to this graph. Yeah, now you can see one task remaining and one task completed, as we've just completed a task. So this graph is very useful, and this graph is for a particular project, not a task, remember that. Then there is this plus option, means you can add a new task, add a new conversation, add a new project, then add a new invitee or add a new member. Then there are these options, and these options are actually these options. You can actually delete the project, archive the project, add to favorites, remove from recently, or set a color, which is pretty cool. I just made it green. Anyways, now we've completed with all these things, all the things that are on the dashboard. We've discussed how the workspace is created, how the members are added, how the projects are created, how the team conversations take place, how this graph shows a very useful information on how many tasks have been done. And then we discussed about the tasks, then task related options, subtasks. So we should go to these options as well. Okay, here's the upgrade option. For example, you are using the free version, or you are using using with 5 members. You can actually click on this at any moment and then upgrade, and you have to pay $21 for that every month, as we just discussed. Then there is create new workspace, remove me from this workspace, which really means what you are thinking right now. Yeah, you will be inaccessible to this particular or the current selected workspace. Then there is my profile settings. In this case, you can see you can change your name, you change your photo, and all those things. Then the to email is the email ID to which all the emails or all the comments will be sent to as emails. And here are the workspaces and email IDs set to each of the workspace. You can actually also check which things should be sent to your email account when you do something over here. Then from email, for example, somebody or you write a comment, and you write it on somebody else's task, and by somebody else's means somebody else assigned to a particular task, and you are typing something, then an email shall be sent to his email ID with this email from this email ID, and that is from email. Then account, you can deactivate your account. Then there are themes, very cool themes there are. Then there are apps. For now I'm using this harvest time tracking. Yeah, I forgot to discuss this one. I'll just be discussing this one in just a moment. Then there are these hack options. These are few utility options. You can actually activate or deactivate those depending on what you want. So this is it from the profile settings area. Now I just discussed about that harvest settings. Yeah, harvest time tracking. I'll just be discussing about that. Okay, for harvest time tracking thing, you have to actually set it from here. This is the workspace settings options. You can rename the workspace, you can add members, more members, and there is this advanced, and here you have to just enable the harvest integration for the whole, for this particular workspace. As soon as you click on this one for this particular project, you can see this new options being added to each task. Let me just create another one, and you can see there is this option. Well, so this harvesting is quite task related. Click on this one, start the timer. When you start this particular task, do all your stuff regarding this task. When you complete, go to this one, stop the timer. Now you must be a little bit suspicious about this timing because it hasn't changed, because it's not minutes and seconds, it's hours and minutes. For that, well, as soon as you completed the task, you stop the timer. In that manner, you are going to keep track of the time this task took you to complete. Okay, so this is the video or the information. This is the information that I wanted to share with you, and I shall be coming up with new videos with new information regarding some other topics that I would like to discuss with you. Till then, be happy. Bye bye. Thank you.